If you don't feel called to that, because you want to feel called to your deck, I would suggest if you have a metaphysical store around you, go talk with them, because a lot of times they'll have sample decks that you can look at the cards. As Nino has said, it's very important, and as I experienced with my unicorn deck, it is very important to take a look at the cards. So you can also look at card unboxings online and look, because there are card decks for anything and everything out there, but I highly recommend you get a fully illustrated deck. Look at images online, look at unboxings if you cannot see them physically in person, or if you have to order them online because you don't have a store near you. If you have a Barnes & Noble, they have a pretty big section, at least at mine does, of cards, but I have to travel like an hour to get there, so I usually don't. But yeah, take that time, take a look, see what cards connect with you and inspire you. And you might find a different card deck inspires you for different books. So like my Radiant Rider Waite, that is like pretty much my go-to deck for like myself for daily draws. I just have a very nice connection to it. But it didn't work for the book I'm writing. The book I'm writing is a dark fantasy. I couldn't use these bright, vibrant, beautiful cards. I was like, well, maybe I'll use my, Robin Hood Tarot. That one's awesome. It's like very 70s vibes, Celtic vibes. It's fun, but it still wasn't quite right. It still felt too playful. So I went and did like a deep dive and ended up getting a deck called the Darkwood Tarot, and is all about like shadow work. And so the images are darker and like they kind of feel a little bit like my world. But then Nina, we were doing hers with the Celtic Oracle, and I'm like, I think I need that to combine. But I suggest you start with tarot first. If you haven't read, you're going to get a little bit more deeper stuff, and then have oracles as your accent cards or your guide cards throughout a chapter after you kind of do more structural stuff. At least that's what works for me. So that is my suggestion when you need to find a deck, to make sure you can look at it, feel it, or at least look at it online to see how the cards look.